I love Hillcrest. It's a bustling and bright community nestled in the heart of San Diego. A quick stroll down University Avenue is sure to make any foodie smile. And today, Priscilla's invited me out, and we're gonna get a little taste south of the border. Bienvenidos a Puerto Nuevo.
Well, I've been trying to get you to come to Mexico with me for a day of relaxation. So since we're both so busy in our business, I found a little piece of Puerto Nuevo in San Diego. I am so honored to introduce you to John Hoagland, the co-owner of Ortegas Mexican Bistro.
Thank you.
Fantastic.
Welcome. We're happy to have you here.
Thank you. So we're not kidding. It really feels like we are in Mexico. And I'm sure that's the effect that you were going for.
Yeah, well, the Ortega family comes from Mexico, from Puerto Nuevo in Baja California, which is a little town in Rosarito. They've been serving lobsters, Puerto Nuevo style lobsters, since 1954, for about 65 years now.
That's great.
So, I mean, they know their lobster then, right? And what makes it great lobster?
Yes.
They've done a few.
Yeah, just
So
a few.
one of the Ortega brothers asked me to join him and open a restaurant here. And we've been here in Hillcrest for about 14 to 15 years now.
That's
my
amazing.
gosh,
What I love
14.
about this place,
Yeah.
it feels like you're in Puerto Nuevo. It's really authentic. From the food presentation, decor, everything.
Thank you, Priscilla.
It's really, really beautiful.
And I think when people come to San Diego or people here, a lot of times they think of Mexican food as like heavy, greasy, super cheesy, but you really took it to another level and kept that authenticity.
Yeah, absolutely. One thing we do, we definitely cater to the San Diego clientele and to visitors. We don't use any lard in our products. Our tortillas, they're homemade flour tortillas. They're made with butter and olive oil instead of lard. Our lobsters are steamed and grilled with butter, and so everything's just a little cleaner and fresher.
I love that. So
Yeah.
these are like in-house made.
They're made in-house. We have tortilla ladies that
Do their
bust
thing,
those out
right?
regularly.
I
They
don't
do
think
their
anybody
thing.
knows how sought after that really is because a
Yes.
fresh tortilla,
There's nothing like
It's like gold. It makes
Yeah,
all the
it
difference,
is.
right? Like
it
fresh
really
bread.
is. Just
It
bring me a
is.
plate of fresh tortillas. I'm good with that.
and a guacamole or this
a
beautiful
margarita.
ceviche. And a margarita, always.
Right.
Always.
And Priscilla's been raving about your happy hours.
Yes.
Thank you, Priscilla. Yeah. Yeah, so we have it here 3 to 6 every day. We have a great happy hour, our margaritas, tacos, and several appetizers are about half price. So it's a great deal, 3 to 6 every day.
And they have other specialty that I think is great. The Lobster and Steak special every night or Tuesday
Yeah, we
through
have.
Sunday.
So we have a whole lobster available, right? That's $39.99. It's a good size Puerto Nuevo experience, lobster. But we also, because price, it might be a little high for some folks, so we have a lobster special where we do a half lobster with a flat iron steak for only $26.95.
Oh my God.
If you don't eat steak, you're not a meat eater, we do it with shrimp, a shrimp skewer.
Oh,
So it's
that's
less
great.
than actually going all the way down to Mexico, getting caught in the traffic, right?
Way
Having to fly
less, a
down
lot
there.
Much
easier.
better.
It's getting harder and harder every day.
Right?
You don't have
Yeah.
to deal with the border. Just come to Hillcrest, and we have a little piece of Mexico here.
So when the Ortega family, they just decided that they wanted to open a restaurant.
Yeah, one of
in
the
San Diego?
brothers who had a restaurant down there for a couple dozen years, he sold that to another brother and then wanted to open one in San Diego in the US, and he asked me to join him. And that was back in 2004.
And what a better location. I mean, how did you even find Hillcrest? Why Hillcrest?
Oh, why Hillcrest? Well, this is a community that we love, we identify with. There's fantastic diversity here, and we're just a part of the community.
So earlier we were talking, and you mentioned that when you first opened, you had 1 to 2 hours waiting, and you had the opportunity to expand the restaurant, which is amazing.
We did. Our neighbors ended up vacating. We took their space and built that out. On the weekends, yeah, people would wait 1 to 2 hours. We'd put benches and seats in the parking lot. People would wait. And it was just a small little restaurant of about 15 seats. And so we expanded, almost tripled our space. We have a nice, large, full bar now, a banquet room where we do private parties and presentations, that sort of thing. And so, yeah, I'd highly recommend reservations, but in the evening, it's a lot easier to get in.
Yeah,
the
thanks
waiting
to you
space.
and your expansion, right? Thinking
Yeah.
of everything. And I know we had an opportunity to kind of walk around, and I love that so much of the stuff is from Rosarito, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean, the artwork, everything is just.
Well, that really was the fun part of building the restaurant, was just handcrafting everything from Tijuana and Rosarito, having things handmade, brought up. My business partner and I, we designed the restaurant. And
I was just going to ask, you were fully involved even in the designing of the
yeah,
restaurant.
yeah, absolutely.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, even this table that we're at, my business partner actually designed this table. Some of the chairs inside, we designed those and had them built by local carpenters and craftsmen down in Baja.
That's incredible.
Yeah, no wonder you've been here for 14 years. That was so much love
Yeah.
put into the work that you guys did.
We did put
and
a lot of love into
it
it.
tells.
Yeah, thank you.
We
Thank
can feel
you.
when you're
Thank
here.
you,
Oh
Priscilla.
my gosh, I can't believe, down to everything. So I mean, no wonder when people walk past this street, this just seems like it's in a world of its own. So you really do transport to Puerto Nuevo. It's beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Well accomplished,
Thank you, Tony.
yes.
Yes, and Hillcrest, like you said, there's so much diversity, including restaurants. You have so many options here, and this is just incredible.
A standout.
And yeah, it's really a standout.
Hillcrest is a blast. It's a
Right?
fun neighborhood to
It
work in.
is.
Yeah.
And you were talking, there's so many restaurants down in Hillcrest. How did you
Yes.
stumble upon this one?
Well, I was showing properties in Hillcrest to a client of mine, and he was really in the mood for Mexican food, so we came to Ortegas, and that's how I found this place. But and there's so much going on always in Hillcrest. You can
Yes.
probably
Hillcrest is fantastic. There's always an event. It seems like about every other weekend there's an event going on in Hillcrest, and it's a blast. We have one of our biggest events is Gay Pride, which is about 200,000 people. In the neighborhood, it's just everybody comes out. Families come out, straight couples, gay singles. Everybody comes out for Gay Pride.
yes.
And
it's
it
a
is
big event.
I love that all of the companies participate too. So everyone is out, out of the buildings, out of their companies, just whether it's a restaurant, a hair salon, everyone's participating. So it really is the whole community.
Yeah, and Hillcrest is just this little slice of just super diversity.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of the city. We have a pretty diverse city as it is, but then you get to Hillcrest, it's even more diverse.
More diverse, yeah.
Every race, gender, sexual orientation, everybody is here. And we love it. It just keeps it fun and interesting.
It's a
Yeah.
party.
Right?
Every day.
Pretty
Every
much.
day's a party. I'm telling you, I always feel comfortable in Hillcrest. It's someplace
love
that you just smile when you're getting ready to go to Hillcrest. So it is, like you said, it's just a little slice of diversity and a little slice of heaven in our beautiful city of San Diego.
It truly is.
Well, I couldn't ask for a better day and better company.
I know.
So a big cheers to John Ortegas and Hillcrest.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you
so
for coming.
much.
You're welcome back anytime, ladies.
Oh, we're
Thank
coming
you.
back.
We're coming back. For
All
sure.
right.
Thank you.
So I'm from the East Coast, and we can be pretty harsh critics when it comes to our thin crust pizza and our Philly cheesesteaks. But we're here today in downtown La Mesa to check out one of the hottest family-friendly pizza places in this town. They claim to have mastered the East Coast style. So let's go check out why Surfrider Pizza is making so many waves. So Joseph, Jeff, thanks so much for meeting me here today.
You bet. Happy to be here.
So let's start with you, Jeff. Why'd you bring us here?
So Surfrider Pizza is my go-to pizza restaurant in La Mesa, and I'm only a couple miles down the road, but this place has everything, family friendly, and I wanted to share it with you guys.
Well, I'm very happy and excited to be here because I'm from Boston and I hear this is traditional East Coast thin crust pizza. So we're gonna dig in a little bit later, but I wanna ask you as a GM first about the backstory of this place. How did this location come about?
Sure. Back in 2010, Hillary and Rachel decided they wanted to open a East Coast style pizza shop. Hillary has over 20 years of pizza making experience, and she decided she wanted to adapt some of her family recipes to develop a whole brand. As you can see, everything is very curated and well thought out. Our first Surfrider opened in Ocean Beach. In 2010, she got the name from just hanging out on the beach one day and seeing what sort of culture and atmosphere OB had, and decided she wanted to have the restaurant based on that.
Yeah, I love the decor. I noticed the VW microbus on the wall. And are you guys all surfers here, or what's the deal?
Oh, like half of us, probably, Yeah, we actually have had a mural artist who's done work for SeaWorld and Disneyland do the mural that we have behind us here in the La Mesa store. As far as our other restaurants go, this is the fourth one we've opened. We opened in November of 2018. In 2016, we opened our Crown Point and Mission Beach locations.
So tell me about your opening. You guys opened right after Oktoberfest.
To build sort of a buzz, we decided that we wanted to rent a booth for Oktoberfest and offer our cheesesteaks. Everybody was like, where's the pizza? Where's the pizza? We said, you gotta wait till we open up for that. But we were very well received and excited to be able to build a buzz at a community event like Oktoberfest.
Yeah, of course. You won them over with Oktoberfest and the cheesesteaks. You also have Stromboli, yeah?
We do. We have 6 different specialty Strombolis on the menu, but we can make it any way you'd like. Essentially is a pizza dough rolled up with toppings inside of it.
Well, the Stromboli sounds amazing, but what if you're maybe on a diet, maybe trying to avoid too many calories? You have some healthier options on the menu?
Yeah, we have salads and sandwiches, but essentially pizza is what brings everybody in the door.
Of course. And Jeff, I know you were telling me, as a parent, it's always a challenge when you have young kids to find a place that's got this family-friendly atmosphere, but also quality pizza.
Yeah, so as a adult and a parent, like, I want to eat well. So if I'm going to go out, I want to have something good to eat. Like, you've got great pizza here and other selections. My kids, like, they all love pizza. And they also, like, it can get a little wild when you go out to dinner, but Surfrider has this great outdoor area. They have bag toss, they have some blocks to play with, they have Connect 4. So we can enjoy our adult meal. The kids can go have a good time. And it works out well for everybody.
What are we looking at with these 2 pizzas here?
Right here we have the namesake of the restaurant. It's the Surfrider. It's got the flavor profile of garlic, basil, tomato. We like big, bold flavors here at Surfrider, so it's also got gorgonzola and our in-house made white sauce. And then this is our pesto spinach delish. It's got artichoke, roasted red pepper, mostly, you know, like a veggie deluxe with pesto and ricotta on it. Spinach, roasted red pepper, very popular,
So
both of these.
you must eat pizza every day.
All the time, all the time. Back in my early 20s, I'd probably eat a whole pizza a shift. Now I can't do that
You can't
anymore.
quite hang the next day. So it's not just pizza though.
We also have our bakery case that we restock daily. Everything's made fresh here in-house, and we strategically put it in the front to be like an eye grabber, you know, so that you don't forget dessert.
Jeff, the kids must love that.
So the first time I ever came here, we came here after a Little League game. And a bunch of the parents were going to take their kids, and I'm like, all right, let's go check this place out. So we walk through, we order our pizza. It's the first thing the kids see. And then one of the adults we were with, one of the parents, at the very end of us all hanging out, he took every single one of these kids, there was probably 9 of them, and brought them over and let them choose their own dessert. So now, every time we come back here, my kids think like that's how things work, right? So they're gonna get to choose their own dessert. I mean, this guy raised the bar so high, but like the desserts are amazing. You know,
Yeah,
so
you don't really see that at most pizza places, but if you're throwing a birthday party for your kids, kind of easy, right?
it's all right here.
It's all right here. Also want to ask you, because I know for a lot of the adults, you got a slices and a drink special.
And also draft beer, special 2 slices and a draft beer.
Yeah, talk to me about the bar.
We have 2 full bars, one inside, one outside, so weather permitting, you know, that's definitely the ideal one. We have 12 beers on tap, a list of house cocktails, but we can make anything that you want.
Sounds good to me. Wanted to ask you, since you mentioned loving this area earlier, you're a top realtor, you know this territory. What makes La Mesa, downtown La Mesa especially, a great place?
La Mesa is this charming older community, and it's got these great homes in it, and families are finding this place left and right. So people are coming from the west out this direction. They're looking for a family-friendly neighborhood. They're looking for good schools, affordability, and when they're coming this direction, you know, La Mesa Boulevard here used to be full of antique shops and not a whole lot else. I think this might have been a car lot we're sitting in right now before you guys got your hands on it. But now there's like great places to eat around here. So you can walk up and down the street. There's farmers markets, there's car shows, there's all sorts of things. So, you know, La Mesa Boulevard in La Mesa is definitely a place to check out.
We're just so grateful for La Mesa because, like Jeff said, the car show and the farmers markets and the Oktoberfest has really given us an opportunity to plug in and kind of feel a part of, you know, especially being right here on La Mesa Boulevard.
Absolutely. Well, it has taken a lot of willpower to just sit here and not actually try this pizza, and I don't want it to get any colder, so let's dig in. We were talking, Jeff, about how from the East Coast, I'm from Boston, we judge our pizza by, can you actually fold it? Is it thin enough to fold? Would you say your pizza is foldable?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's see.
So great to see you. You brought me to I mean, this is a stunning house.
Pretty good, huh?
Right?
Yeah.
We're in, I think, Encinitas?
We're in Encinitas, but in particular, we're in Alevenhain. Alevenhain is on the east side of Encinitas. It's definitely more rural. It's still close to the coast, but you're in the country.
Perfect
and
location.
Big lots. They're generally an acre or more. So it's quiet, private, got a lot of that country feel that people love.
Definitely. And it seems like a brand new house. So is this new construction? One of the new projects?
It is ground up new construction. This is our group designed and built this. A very popular style, the modern farmhouse. And you've got a lot of elements of the wood and metal and the stucco, the batten board. This is a very, very popular style. And as a single level home, you're able to do that because the lots are good sized lots and you still have plenty of yard space.
Right, and absolutely perfect for entertaining.
It is absolutely an entertainer's house, and actually that's something that's very interesting because for a lot of people they think of their home just as a home, which I understand, but it is also an investment. And when it comes to entertaining, there's a lot of ways that you can use your home for an investment purpose when it comes to entertaining.
I'm interested.
Yeah,
Right?
so well, let's come back. I've got a special guest that'll tell us a little bit more of how
I'm
we can do
intrigued.
that.
Let's go check this
All right,
out.
okay. Tawny, I wanted to introduce you to the absolute best event planner in San Diego. That happens to be my sister, Michelle. Clearly the best looking Dalzell sibling out
Quite the
there.
title. Yes.
But Michelle has a really interesting take on how real estate can be also an interesting investment. So,
Yeah, so tell me a little bit more about that.
You know, I am here at this beautiful property and I look at it in a little bit different eyes. I have been in the business for 11 years and we've done some incredible events at private residences, and the opportunity for creative freedom and the guest experience is unbelievable. So it's hard for me not to see potential in this being an event space.
That is so true. I mean, I just saw a beautiful house and a great view with horses in the backyard,
I know.
but you see
Oh yeah.
events, planning, the whole nine.
Oh yeah, my brain is ticking the flow where everything's gonna go. And you know, there's a need. There's a need in North County in specific, but in San Diego, people have gone to these beautiful venues over and over again and they're getting a little tired of them. But to have a new fresh space is so fun as a guest, and if done well, if you hire the right team that's professional and used to doing events at a private residence, because you know, new things do come up, it can be really seamless for the homeowner.
Yeah, I mean, that's so true. You feel like it's for weddings, so to speak. I know you do all events, but you don't want someone to show up in the same dress. So why are you showing up in everyone's venue, right?
It's so true. It is, and I feel like my brides are just unique events that have the opportunity to use a space. Oh, the wheels are turning, the creative freedom is there, and they're just, it's a level of excitement that is new.
Definitely,
Yeah.
and such an investment opportunity. So I'm sure you're seeing people, this may not even be their primary residence, their third, fourth house, and they don't even know what to do with it.
yeah, whether you have a home that has this kind of space that naturally lends itself to events, or there are investors that will look to buy properties that lend themselves to events that way, and maybe just buy them. They're rented part of the year, whether it's for racetrack season, but then at other times of the year, spring is obviously a big wedding time. So it can absolutely actually pencil really nicely as an investment. When she told me some of the amounts that some of the homeowners are getting for these events, I was pretty shocked.
And I mean, it's endless.
Yes.
They're everywhere you turn, there's a unique house. So why not? You know, you're not renting it for a night, you're renting it for a few hours to create an incredible experience for the guests.
Right, and there's so many, I mean, you could put your own parameters, how often you want to do it, to what type of event, small, medium, large. I mean, the world is your creative freedom when it comes to that. So yeah, and people will pay a premium for a unique space.
Right, can you give us an example of what they may pay?
Gosh, it ranges, and it just depends if the venue is going to be kind of a one-stop shop. Like you come and all the rentals are here and catering's included, but a lot of people want to be able to choose those elements themselves. So I think just a blank canvas in terms of a rental space is not only a smart investment on the homeowner side, but a real score and find on the event side.
Yeah, I mean, it is. You're not going to repeat the venue. It's so new. I actually recently went to a wedding, and it was a house. I said, I've never seen guests feel more comfortable because they're at a house.
100%. They love it. They get, I mean, and the thing too is the noise ordinance usually is around 10 o'clock. So people, big thing is, what about the neighbors? But people are getting cozy, they're getting comfortable. If you start early, true. If you start early enough, you know, by 10 o'clock, they're making their way out and they've had the best time. So it's a great opportunity.
I love
We've
that.
recently had a couple come in, and that's what spurred me talking with Ryan, just like, how can we get more of these spaces? Because they're amazing.
Right, and of course, working with someone professional, and then you being in the real estate business, we're in San Diego. You have incredible weather all year round. This is the destination for events.
Well, we all know San Diego is big on indoor-outdoor living, and obviously we're really spoiled with year-round weather here in San Diego, and you get amazing properties from the country to the coast.
Yeah, and I mean, you probably have properties right now that your sister can help plan events at.
We absolutely do. We actually have one coming up in Alevinhain that has a huge backyard pool, very similar in a lot of ways to this, and would be an amazing event space. Also, we have a property in Solana Beach that doesn't have the space, but it's got the location. It is walking distance to the fairgrounds, and this is fair season, race track season, summers here. It is all about the location of this property. It was a custom home and high ceilings. It's got a really great flow to it and some nice outdoor spaces, but it is all about the location.
Right, and I think that's key. It doesn't matter if your event is 300 people or 30 people. San Diego loves to have a gathering, whether it's the start of the races. We love to have people around and share what San Diego has to offer, so it's perfect.
Absolutely.
The lifestyle is what's key, and
a
home and events together is lifestyle.
Yes. Well, I'm hoping to look for much more of your events. Maybe someday I'll be able to
I was just going to say that. I'll take it.
Yeah.
I would love to help you out.